Hey, how's it going? This is Owen. I'm at the Slumber Yard, and in today's video, we have a solo review of the Saatva Memory Foam Hybrid. In general, when we talk about Saatva, we generally talk about the Saatva Classic because that bed is really fantastic. It's ultra popular. It's one of our all-time favorite beds, or the Loom Leaf mattress, which is more specifically for memory foam fans. The Saatva Memory Foam Hybrid, though, tends to get a little bit lost. So we're going to cover everything you need to know about it, including what it's actually made of, what's going to feel like for you to sleep on, how firm it is, how much it costs, and who might want to pick one up for themselves. If that sounds good and you find this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. And there's going to be a lot more information in the description to help with your online mattress search as always, so be sure to take a look down there. But without further ado, let's get into the review. All right, so let's get right into it by doing a brief overview of the policy information for this bed. This is stuff like shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties. Now, Saatva did ship us out this mattress for free so we could test it out and then tell you all about it. But if you get one for yourself, you do not pay anything extra for shipping. Instead of shipping in a box though, like the vast majority of beds that we test, this thing ships via white glove delivery. That means a local delivery team is going to show up with the mattress full size. It won't be roll packed or anything. And they're going to do all the setup for you and even take away your old mattress if you want them to. That means you avoid any of that off-gassing process that can sometimes come with a mattress that's shipped in a box. And it's going to be nice and ready to go night one. You also get a very long trial period with this bed that starts when the mattress arrives. You get 365 nights, so an entire year to sleep on it to determine if you like it or not. If you don't within the trial period, you can return it and get a refund, although there will be a $99 fee associated with returning a mattress that's deducted from that refund. And if you decide to keep the bed though, which you probably will if you're doing all your research, this thing is backed by a lifetime warranty. So Saatva definitely goes above and beyond in terms of policies, pretty generous in my opinion, but that's probably not the reason you're gonna be buying a mattress. Let's get into the more important stuff now, like the construction and feel of the Saatva Memory Foam Hybrid. So at the very bottom of this mattress, you have a thin layer of dense supportive foam. This is really only here so the 8-inch thick layer of pocketed coils has a stable foundation. Pocketed coils are much different than traditional inner springs. They provide you the same level of support and bounce, which is nice, but they do a much better job at isolating motion because instead of being one big interconnected unit, they are individually wrapped and then lightly woven together, so they do a much better job at isolating motion. And then right above that, you don't have a transition layer, it just goes straight to the main comfort layer, which is about a 1.5-inch thick layer of memory foam. In the center third, there's also an additional thin layer of foam that adds sort of a zone support element to this bed, giving you a little bit more firmness in the center third of your body where you carry the majority of your weight. And then the whole thing is wrapped up in a nice organic cotton cover. In terms of the feel of this mattress, despite the fact that it uses memory foam as its primary comfort layer, and it's called the Memory Foam Hybrid, it doesn't really feel all that much like memory foam in my personal opinion, and the team here agrees. I think this is because the memory foam layer is pretty thin in comparison to the responsive coils underneath, and it just winds up feeling more like a responsive neutral hybrid bed as opposed to a memory foam bed. That's not to say you don't get any memory foam quality to this bed. You do sink into it a little bit. You get a little bit of body conforming quality, but thanks to those coils, it's super responsive, and slow responsiveness is kind of the hallmark of a classic memory foam. And so I would say it has more of a neutral feel with a hint of memory foam as opposed to being a classic dense memory foam. If you're interested in Saatva and you want something more classic memory foam, I would say you probably want to check out the Loom Leaf mattress, which features much thicker layers of memory foam in its construction. That's not to say the Saatva Memory Foam Hybrid is uncomfortable. I think it's quite comfortable. It's just not really as memory foamy as you would expect given the materials and the name of the bed. Moving on to the subject of firmness, unlike the Saatva Classic and the Loom Leaf mattress, this bed only comes in one firmness option, and in our testing we found that to be around a medium firm, so it's going to be most ideal for back, stomach, and certain combo sleepers. If you are a strict side sleeper like me, you're probably going to want something a bit more plush to help cradle your pressure points like your hips and your shoulders. If you are a side sleeper who sleeps on a bed that's a bit too firm, you can wind up with hip and shoulder pain over time, or you can wind up tossing and turning at night because you fall asleep on one shoulder, winds up having some pain or some numbness, you switch over to the other side, and that's just not a recipe for restful sleep. For everyone else though, I think this is a nice accommodating firmness profile. It should have a nice blend of pressure relief and support. And then let's move over to the subject of pricing. This is where the Saatva Memory Foam Hybrid is a bit more compelling than the other more popular options from Saatva like the Classic and the Loom Leaf because it's a bit more affordable. A queen size has a retail price around $1,850, but this bed's pretty much on discount all the time, and right now you can pick one up for about $1,650, which is noticeably cheaper than the Classic and the Loom Leaf. Make sure you look down below in the description for up-to-date pricing and discounts on this bed. Prices do change pretty often for online beds, but I think Saatva wants to make sure that this bed remains more affordable than the Classic and the Loom Leaf and even the Zen Haven. And with all that stuff out of the way, that leaves us with the question, who is this mattress really for and who should think about getting it? Normally this question is pretty easy to answer, but I'm having a bit harder time with this mattress because in my opinion, the Saatva Classic and the Loom Leaf mattress are just more compelling options. The Saatva Classic has more of a responsive pillow top feel that most people find very, very comfortable. And it also comes in 3 different firmness options while not being that much more expensive. And then if you're really seeking out a memory foam feel in your next mattress, I think the Loom Leaf is probably the way to go if you're buying from Saatva, because this particular mattress doesn't feel as much like memory foam as you would expect given its construction and the name of the mattress. But that's just me. Let us know what you think about this bed. If you tried it out, write us down below in the comments. We'd love to get your insights. And again, tons of stuff in the description to help with your online mattress search, so be sure to take a look down there. If you found this video helpful and interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. But that's going to do it for me. This is Owen at the Slumber Yard. I'll see you in the next one.